Crypto Whiskey here with another Bitcoin update. Man, oh man, is it looking good. Brought you a couple videos, updates on the monthly and yearly charts the other day, about 3 days ago. Since then, we have seen some action. If you'll look right here, this is the daily chart. We were consolidating, kind of an upward sloping channel or flag, however you want to draw it. And that level of like 29 was just slapping it down time after time. Well, we breached it. We have breached it, and we have broke 30K, everybody. We've been as high as 30,500, I think, 30,357, something like that. Man, it has been nice, and the MACD is just showing more momentum. We're just now building positive momentum on the MACD. That's pretty good stuff right there, but we all know that $30,000 level was just pretty staunch, man. We had to break that before we can talk about anything else. So what we're going to do is real quickly, we're just going to run through all the time frames and look at it, and we're going to just plead the case for why we think Bitcoin's going to $165,000. Right here, this is just the daily, looking fine. Like I said, we needed to break that. Well, right now, what we're doing is we're approaching that $32,000 mark is what I want to see. For me and my analysis, that's where I want to see it break next. We need to break above it. What we're probably going to do in the meantime, this is not going to happen overnight, is we're probably going to mess around right here for a while. We need to come back down and show this 29,000 area as support. Bounce off that, and then we'll start our climb to 32. 32 is going to be pretty stout also. If we pop out here on the weekly, I'll show you. We have a lot of stuff going on here. Now, what's great about it breaking that $30,000 mark is it was the 618 Fibonacci level, and it kept rejecting us multiple times here, week after week. But we've done it. So now we've got to be looking at the next area that we could, have a little resistance at. I think it's going to be 32.5, right around there. I don't know if it's going to be massive, but we had a lot of interaction with that area here, couple wick down, couple wicks up, could show us a little resistance. But the other levels, I've got them all lined out. This is where you want to it's baby steps. You've got to break this level, make it resistance. Let's run up and test this level as resistance, break it, make it support, But I think 32 is the next beast we've got to overcome. Then we'll be looking at 36, which I don't feel like 36 is that strong. We had a couple of candles here and there that touched. I think the level that we really got to worry about that's going to be pretty nasty is that 38. 38 was interacted with a lot over the course of the last bull run. I mean, we know it's a 4-year cycle, and we're starting this 4-year cycle down here November 9th. So we were looking at that 38 level as being probably pretty stiff. And if you break that 38 level, you're going to probably get a little tap at 44 because that is a Fibonacci level. You're going to have the 382. Probably try and show it some kind of love, but I'm not betting on it. I would bet that 46 level is going to be really hard. If we get to 50K anytime soon, then all bets are off. Things could go crazy, but I don't think it's that time yet. Normally, what Bitcoin likes to do is Bitcoin likes to run up to a not an all-time high, but test the bottom range of its highs, get rejected, come back down, make support, and then meander its way back up until the halving. The halving's coming, I think, like May 2025. I'll have to look that up again. It's been a while since I did. Once that halving happens, that supply is cut, then you'll start seeing these insane moves that we have, these massive, $5,000, $10,000 candles on the weekly. But the weekly is looking great. There's nothing to bitch about here. You can even jump out here, and we'll look at the monthly real quick. The monthly's still showing that it's following everything we need it to do. We've had our bottom, our second bottom, second bottom. We're above the 200 SMA. We're breaking the 618s. We're going. We're doing everything it needs to do. Now, what I believe, and it tends to do, is there's a midsummer rally we're going to have to go up and test some that tested all-time highs here. The candle closes, but I think we'll run up to that 50K and test the bottom of this range, the bottom of the all-time high candles. That's probably where we're going. Then we'll trickle back down, which probably is going to be, we run to 50K, we trickle back down to 30 over a matter of months, and then the halving, and then things get wild. And as you can see right here on the MACD, we're getting close to neutral to going positive on the monthly, and that's strong. So I'd be looking out for that. I think we could have a wild swings between now and 50K that could just, wreck people trying to trade it on the daily. My strategy, I do trade some, but mostly I acquire my positions and I look for the big swings. And, at 50K, I'm going to sell some out. I will always have a long-term hold position that I just won't get rid of until that day comes that I feel like I need to. But I would be careful with these wild swings that are coming right now. Between 30 and 50K, we're going to get some wipeouts. And it's going to be great for any traders that try to trade it. So there's the monthly, and hit the yearly real quick and be done with you guys for today. This yearly is it's pretty banging. That looks good. Now, we did have a couple of viewers point out that this was the first bearish engulfing candle that Bitcoin's seen on a yearly chart. That is true. Let me point out that I personally, technical analysis, not a crystal ball, but I personally, the way I do my TA is I'm all about the levels and follow through price action. If you get a big bearish engulfing candle like that and it doesn't have any follow through price action, then it's almost invalidated to me. Technically, it's not invalidated until you've closed a candle above this. But you would think with all that downward pressure, you would need more follow through price action to continue a bearish trend should this say that's what was going on. So that is not my concern right now. That candle doesn't worry me. We're going through a recession and COVID and economic downturns like crazy. A lot of bad stuff, and it still held up to where it needed to hold up. And I'm liking this candle right here. I think we could easily get that 50K wick up to the top here and then end up looking something like this before the next candle kicks off. So the yearly, to me, still looks great. It's all about the levels. I want to see each level breached, made support, then rip again. And I want to see that follow through price action. Even if you look down on like shorter term candles, right here, look. This is kind of my example of why I say that. See this huge, after breaking out of this little symmetrical triangle, huge, massive bearish engulfing candle that wiped out days and days worth of price action. But did we have any follow through? No. We immediately turned green, next candle, and started marching right back up to where we came from. Same thing here. We're just not having the follow through price action, so the bearish sentiment seems to be gone. Now here, you had one and you had some follow through price action, and that's perfectly fine. That's what you would expect. But when you start seeing these big bear candles and then you're not getting the follow through and you're just popping right back up, Bitcoin's had a history of doing that. As you can see back here, big bear candle, right back where we were, but here's one that played out correctly. We went down and we had more follow through price action to the downside. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for levels to be breached, up or down, looking for follow through price action. If I don't get it, then I would assume it's going the other way. That's it, guys. Hang in there. We're going to 165, and the reason, I explained this on another video you need to go watch, the reason I say we're going to 165K is I basically took the percentage gains from each bull run, and it has diminishing returns, and I diminished it each time by the corresponding highs. So this next bull run, if it diminishes at the same rate the last two have, then that should put us as a high of about 165K, give or take 20,000. Momentum can push us, 180, 200 because of hype and all that stuff. But that's a good target for me. I'll be looking to take profits in the 120 to 130 range. But that's just me. And anything else, if you guys got comments, questions, leave them down below. I'll try and get back to them. Thanks a lot. Like, subscribe, join up to our Discord to get daily price alerts on stocks and options and crypto and currencies. And, we have a lot of good traders in there throwing out some awesome trades every day. Thanks, guys.